sunken egg, bacon at your asshole. I don't give a fuck, I make your hash brown casserole. Breakfast bitches makes me feel good.
Let's begin. It's Fat Kids episode.
On the podcast.
Episode shit in my mouth. I'm Sam, Chad, Lunch, Justin, our guest. Very funny comedian, friend of ours.
Hey, Nicholas fucking Ceppaglia in the studio.
It's Nicholas Ceppaglia.
How you doing, Bubba?
What up? Welcome, guys. Welcome to your podcast.
Welcome to your podcast.
Welcome to your podcast with me.
It's so good.
And that's all the time we have for today.
All
All
right.
It's not your gay coffee show, Nick. I do like the short little quickies.
That's yeah. Yeah, your mom likes them too. So.
Burned him.
She can't hold dick like she used to.
Oh, goodness me.
It's really sad. You know that.
Well, I fucking keep a track on it. I got
Get
a
on
little
the
phone
ride.
tracker.
Get on track. Get on track with it.
If my mom's getting plowed, I get a notification on my phone.
Get up. Get on up.
That's pretty fun.
Get in Lunch's mom. Get on up.
Ma Plower. Download it now. Free on Apple.
Fucking stupid ankle tattoos. Fucking writes "fuck you" on. She got a new tattoo.
Oh, why
for
you
the
staring
fucking
at?
show.
Why are you staring at my fucking ankles?
they're always
Lunch?
fucking out. I
Why
hate
you
your
staring at my
goddamn
fucking ankles?
God,
You ankle shaming fucker.
I made fun of his ankles once, and now my name's on it.
You're the fucking reason that girls have to blur their feet out online. Fucking ridiculous. Look at that creepy face.
not
Fuck.
that
You're
old.
wearing your own face on your shirt. Jesus
It's
Christ.
the only shirt I had.
Not in front of company.
Dude, that shirt
Hey, Nick.
rules, by
Hey.
the way. Can I get one of those? That
We
shirt
all smoked
rips.
before today's show. I'd just like to put that out there.
Yeah, that's why
So
you guys
it
are.
should be a good one.
Yeah, I'm not on your level. I wish I was. Damn.
We can fire it up. Fine. Let's
Fired?
go.
There
Oh,
we
we do it
go.
in here?
Hell
Okay,
yeah.
I'll do it.
There we go.
I'll do it. All right, that's cool.
No
what
one
do-
wants
so-
Chad's face on a shirt.
So what are we doing on?
Fuck you.
So,
What are we
I
doing
look
on
great on
here?
a shirt. I just have to blur out my ankles.
Sam, how the hell are you?
I'm good, Nick.
I miss you, dude.
Jesus.
I miss you so much.
I miss you.
Dude.
I miss good to see you. It's funny that when we were outside, we would be like, dude, what do you got in your life? And he's like, nah, I'm just working at Mothership and my girlfriend's pregnant. It's nothing crazy.
Not
No
all.
big deal. I'm going to be a father.
Yeah, I just take the trash out at the comedy club where people fly across the world to see.
Yeah.
And I'm expecting a baby. It's not a big deal.
It's not a big deal.
Surrounding a bunch of fucking stoner, retarded open micers and these guys.
Yeah, I'm
Also.
allowed to.
That's nutty, man. I would be filled with anxiety if I was you.
Yeah, I am.
As you exhale the joint. Yes, exactly.
Totally. ridden with anxiety.
I bet. What? Oh my god, dude! I can't even imagine when is she due?
End of May.
Wow, nice.
Fuck yeah.
End of May. We're about halfway done. Little baby girl.
How did it happen?
Mhm.
Well, when two people like each other enough, they take their genitals and they mash them together,
It's dope.
Damn, dude.
They're giant Italian genitals.
and then the genitals explode, and then the remnants create a baby.
Is it going to be a full Italian baby?
No, it's gonna be a little Greek Italian baby. I think. I don't know. I haven't done the 23andMe.
It's like a salad.
That's rough.
I'm afraid to do the 23andMe on myself because I don't want to be cloned, but I figured I would just wait until the baby was born and do the 23andMe on the baby.
Right.
And then we'll find out really what's
Just in
up.
case you fuck that one up, you got another one coming.
Exactly.
I knew
He's
that
got
Domino's
20
driver was too fucking handsome.
Yeah, dude.
God damn it.
Because I mean, I've already been Googling stuff. Like, I've been talking about it in my act a little bit, but I've been Googling
How
like
to get rid of a baby?
how many times you could drop and it turns out okay. You know, and so I think I'll be good. And if they do clone the baby, it'll be all right because I know I'm gonna drop the first one.
Dude, I had a babysitter one time try and convince my parents that I stood up on my own when they were gone. And she put me, not even on the floor, she picked me up. She was like, no, he totally stood. Put me on a chair, like on the flat part of a chair, and just let me go. And my mom was like, ah! It was already too late. Just fucking
That's
right onto the
hilarious.
fucking ground, dude.
That's so funny. Yeah,
I like that you got enough brain trauma to be retarded, but not enough to be like a genius. You know,
Right?
You got that sweet spot where it's useless.
I'm still waiting for like one good knock to put me over the line.
Yeah, dude.
Thank
You're
God.
just
Hoping
like,
that I don't end up in a wheelchair like Steven.
yeah.
I
I mean,
would have
well,
loved the island though.
Nick, if your baby, if the skull is Italian, you can drop it as many times as you want.
Seriously.
Nice. It
It'll
won't
be
matter.
Fine, yeah. It's not gonna make a difference either way.
Can't leave him barefoot. He's gonna be slipping all over the fucking place.
Are you gonna be the kind of dad just like ripping footballs at it, your little baby girl? Like the second she can hold her neck up.
I want to do the cheese.
Shooting him out of the gun.
I want to throw the cheese.
You gonna tie your baby up with some linguine and let it fucking skydive, bungee jump? You gonna let your little baby bungee jump in spaghetti?
Yeah, I don't know. This baby's
Some
gonna be
fettuccine
cool.
around the ankles and just throw him right off the back porch.
You know, it's cool because like now they have all these tests too. Like, so we took like this DNA test and it like tells you like it's gonna be a girl. It tells you like all the chances, like the percentages or how high or low risk they are of certain things. And so far, all the tests come out saying that it's got a high probability of being like a perfectly healthy baby child.
Let's
you
go.
know?
30% marinara.
Which is cool, but now I won't have a real good reason to leave.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Now it's gonna be a really bad reason.
yeah, for sure. The stakes are higher now.
Oh, fuck.
I'm just kidding. I can't wait for her to watch this episode.
Well, dude. Hi, Chloe. Well, dude, my friend, his wife's pregnant now. His wife, he didn't go
Out of
before
wedlock.
marriage. Yeah, wedlock, like
You
you
try-
filthy wop. But I told
Hey,
you I
at
was
least
gonna call
he's
him a
sticking
wop.
around so far.
And
What's the most Italian lady name to exist?
Oh,
Angelina.
yeah,
probably.
It's my little sister's name. So
Jackie?
Italian.
Jackie.
Jackie's not Italian.
Mary.
yeah, you're
Mm.
Jacqueline with a Q.
Mary.
Mary, definitely not. That's
Mary.
crazy.
Sofia Coppola is pretty fucking
Or
Italian.
Maria.
Sophia.
Yeah.
Sophia.
So my friend's wife's pregnant, and and he tells like, hey, we get to like in 2 weeks we get to find out if it's gonna be retarded and if we're gonna zap it or not.
Yeah.
Dude, my friend is like not a nice person, but did you get that test?
Yeah, that's the test week. That's the one I just told you about.
Oh, is it retarded test?
No, I just told you that we did.
Oh, but
the
you put
DNA
it in a
test.
way nicer way.
Yeah, because I'm not a fucking moron like your friends.
That's a great point. I mean, look who you're around right now.
Yeah, dude.
I wouldn't mind having a retarded baby.
That would rule.
It's like having a 3-legged dog.
Happy all the time.
It's like everybody looks and thinks it's cute.
Totally.
It's a little
Really
harder
into
maintenance,
tits?
but
Put it in a different Olympic setting. Athletically,
I have a nephew that was in the Special Olympics.
a nephew.
Do you have the kind of funding to buy a cripple dipper though?
No, I don't even have a pool, man. Cripple dipper. I haven't
Who
thought
says
about
you need
that
a
in
pool
while.
for that?
You know what a cripple dipper is?
I assume it's a device that dips crippled people into the pools.
Yeah.
It does. It
Yeah.
does.
Spot on.
Or
I mean-
huge, gigantic, fat people on cruises.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. If you had
Or at least it should.
if you had a Down syndrome baby, don't look at me like that's a pack you asshole.
How much did yours cost? Your
My,
dipper.
my dunker?
Your dipper, yeah.
My-
No, I
Dunker.
don't know.
How
That's
do you
my-
swim?
Bro, I was a youth swimmer. And I was good, and my nickname was Flipper. All right, so don't fuck with me. Don't
He was
fuck
a
with me.
lifeguard.
I was a
This is
certified
a true
lifeguard.
story.
You mean Flipper wasn't just a jab at your general size?
No, I was fucking 9.
I'm not going to believe
I
no one didn't call you Samu.
I would say
Surely someone called me Samu behind my back at the
Yeah.
lifeguard classes. Yes, I'm sure.
Nobody was calling you Flipper.
And when I was,
you gotta
bro,
free the willy.
I was swimming in the 8 to 10 age group, and they bumped me up to the middle school one because I was fucking these kids up, and they called me Flipper. And then I turned 15 and gained 280 pounds. Still got my lifeguard.
280 pounds.
Well, I'm thinking from when I was 8 years old
So
to
wild.
when I was 14, I did gain 86 pounds in a year
Built like a brick shit
in,
house, though.
in an academic year. Well, I was. Yeah. In an academic, and that's 9 months.
Yeah.
And then some of the teachers were like, hey, I think you're depressed. And I was like, I'm going to go eat 7 zebra cakes because I feel great. Still got my lifeguard certification. So fuck all you
Why would
guys.
you leave one in the box?
What's in the box?
It's probably all I could afford at the cafeteria.
Because they didn't sell
brought
boxes. They bought the boxes and then
Single-serve
sold the,
zebra cakes?
sold the single serve zebra cakes at quadruple the profit.
Yes.
That's such a
You
fat
bought
kid
one.
thing.
You bought one zebra cake for the cost of the entire box at the store.
by
completely.
Lucy Zebra Cakes.
Lucy zebras.
Oh, nothing like them, too. I'd do it again.
Those were so fucking good, dude.
You mean you stopped?
I'm not much of a sweets guy these days. Mostly Whataburger.
Nick hit that joint and fucking went straight for the throat. God damn.
No, it's good. We have a nice
Throats.
thing.
We do have a nice thing. You're the only person here that calls me a wop, and I love that.
Isn't that sweet? You
Oh,
wop
Oh,
Dago
that's right.
Genzo.
Big
Yeah, it's
fuck.
great.
I feel like Mason's probably at least, I mean, if not second, he's definitely in the lead.
Mason just sees the color of my skin and forgets there's other things than just white. He's just like, oh, he's white. Cool.
Safe
that's
in
why-
my book.
Safe in my
Oh,
book.
Yeah.
shit.
I remember I asked you when we were in, like working together at Vulcan, and I was like, just shitting on you for being Italian. Great way to pass the time.
Yeah.
And I was like, so would your dad own a fucking roofing company? And you're like, nah, all American glass. I was like, yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
That's good old fucking Wop Dago Americana right there.
Number one
Exactly,
thing.
dude. Just show up, start your business, and be successful. Sorry.
Yeah. Ruin the
Fucking
government.
bricklayer.
Fuck it.
Ruin society.
I actually have to do that now. I have to like make my side hustle a legitimate business to pay bills now. So I'm like, fuck. But now I kind of understand my dad more because I used to be like, Dad, why do you want to spend 40 hours a week at work? And it's like, probably he just wants to get the fuck away from the family.
Oh, dude, you're not even in it yet.
Oh,
The baby's not even here, and you're already plotting your time away.
There's a reason dudes in their 40s fucking hit 36 holes every weekend.
That is
It's-
true. I don't know. I just do stand up.
You need that space.
I don't know. I do need a better hobby. I've been bowling lately. I got bowling tonight, bowling league.
Fuck yeah. That's such a dad move.
Do you have jackets?
No, we didn't do any of that. It's just a couple guys from the mothership and Maverick McWilliams.
Do you have a bowling name? What's your bowling name?
It says Nicholas Ceppaglia on the screen.
Gay.
Yeah. Yeah, it does say Nicholas Ceppaglia, gay.
Yeah.
That's what it says, dude.
Hey, I mean, Big Dick Ceppaglia is still out there.
Yeah. Yeah, he's retired.
No, really?
No, I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, Jesus.
You haven't met a man named Moiv?
Merv?
Moiv.
No, I've never met
I feel like
Merv.
that's a very Italian name.
Merv? I think
Moiv.
Merv is
If you say
Jewish.
Moiv.
I think that's
Yeah,
Jewish.
I think you're doing a Hebe
Moiv.
Yeah.
So,
thing right
yeah.
now.
Moiv.
Merv.
Justin, can you bring up racistdatabase.com, please?
Racial slur database?
Oh, yes.
Ugh.
Just to see if we
RCSD.
have anyone for Italians that we might have missed.
What was it called?
RSDB.
Wop,
It's
Dago,
like
Ginzo.
RSDB.
And I'm you're gonna make me read them so you guys don't get canceled for saying these
No,
words.
I'll
We
say them
can't
loud
get
and
canceled.
clear, baby. I'll sing them. Well, while we're doing
we
that,
gotta close our eyes and Justin's gotta read one and we gotta guess what it is.
That's a
that's
great
good
game.
Guess the racial slurs.
That way he's saying the slurs. We're just guessing.
All right, let's.
.org.
Yeah, you can't put guilt on that.
All right. So we have the slur, what it represents, and the origin. This is great.
If you go
This is
up,
genius.
there's a place to where you can select through go to races on the left. Click that. That's gonna pull them all up.
Go to races.
That's so good.
And the website's laid out nicely. Someone put a lot of time into this. This is like Wikipedia level
It's
shit.
like
This is an autistic.
This is Wikipedia.
Wikipedia is a thing?
It is
An
now,
autistic
brother.
racist guy made this.
Yes.
100%.
This is, and he definitely lives in Austin, by the way. Whoever did.
What's Estonia? Go to Estonia because I just was hanging out with Ari Madness. I want to be able to call him something when I see him later tonight.
Fuck yeah.
It's an E, right? Wait.
Yeah, Estonia. Yeah,
Where the
it's right there.
Estonian.
It's
Estonians.
Let's see it.
Oh.
A buck?
Kufamalas.
A urinal.
A flags.
no, you're looking at Filipinos.
You're looking at Filipinos.
Oh, shit.
There's only two.
You're
Holy fuck, there's only
Kurad means
one?
old Nick.
Euro trash.
There's only
It's a
one.
bad thing to be a Nick
What?
in Estonia.
where
See, Kurad. Originally, Kurad
Old
is an
Nick.
Estonian word which means old Nick. Usually it's used by Russians who are referring to Estonians.
Oh, really? Interesting. Kurad. I'm gonna ask him. Since I'm older than you and my name is Nick, am I a Kurad? Let's see what he said.
What's the top one?
What does an old Nick mean?
Kalenia?
Kulimia?
What the fuck?
Used towards
Kulimea.
Estonians are French because they're strange language. Ah, this is stupid.
Are you going to be bowling with
Yeah,
that
those
fella
are
later?
good.
No, but I'm gonna see him
They
out
are
right after
choppy
this.
as
I gotta.
Fuck.
I have a very dude. This is crazy. This worked out timing wise just perfectly because I
Good.
just had my whole day planned and
Fuck yeah.
you
Just
guys
dropped right in.
it dropped right in. So thank you guys for having me.
I love it.
Scooped.
Scooped.
Nicholas, you've been doing stand-up for quite some time.
I've been doing it for about I thought it was like about 9 years, but that's how long I've been doing it like seriously. Like and I've been doing it for maybe about 11ish.
Yeah.
Holy
Because
shit.
Matt Amos has been doing it for 11 and he started like a month or month or two after I did. But I think for serious, like just full on hitting it, it's
Mhm.
probably been about 10 years probably. And that's including like the COVID year. Cause I wasn't like hitting it hard, but I mean, I was doing shows like every 6 weeks at least, you
Mhm.
know, like out in California,
pretty
some
good.
backyard shows. So it wasn't the same, but it wasn't completely gone, you know?
Yeah. That's pretty good, especially for California.
Yeah.
And you've done it in Boise, right?
No.
Am I retarded?
Vallejo.
Am I thinking about Amos?
You're thinking about Amos.
Okay.
Amos is from Boise.
Gotcha.
Where he moved here from Boise. We started in Fresno together. Then he did his thing, but he was in Boise at the time that I was moving here, and he wanted to move here. And our other buddy from Boise, who started in Fresno, had moved here.
Yes.
And yeah, so it was just kind of like this perfect storm of just like we all kind of moved. Me and Matt moved in together, and I don't know. He took like a year off from stand-up right when he moved here. I was like, that's wild. You know?
Yeah,
like,
for sure. I mean, I did the same thing.
Yeah,
I had
so-
to stay in my room and drink. I had business to take care of, you know?
Yeah.
Based on what Amos talks about, I mean, not anymore recently, but when he first started getting integrated back into comedy, he used to do this bit about how he thought he had the perfect job where he would just DoorDash. So he never had to deal with anyone.
Mhm.
And then he just like could drink a case of beer and be completely isolated. And he was like, oh, I think I just ruined my life actually.
Yeah.
I thought this was the perfect plan. And I actually just completely
Yeah.
have to restart my entire life.
I live with the
Um,
guy and I see him once a day.
I bet.
And it's either like he'll get up early and he'll like, it'll be like 12 and he'll be walking back in the house. He'll walk into the house and then I won't see him again. And for maybe one other time if he comes out and cooks and then he just goes into his room.
That fucking guy
He
is
knows he does. He's the best, but he doesn't leave his fucking room.
such a quiet storm too.
Dude, he's such a beast.
He'll just sit there
dude.
like wherever we're at. He'll just sit there, write in his notebook, come up, say hello, very polite, and then go back and sit down. And then it's his turn to go up, and he goes on stage and just unleashes the fury.
Yeah,
He's just a
It's
fucking
incredible.
maniac, dude.
absolutely incredible.
He's so great.
Who are we talking about again?
What's his
Matthew Amos.
Matt Amos, yeah.
Matt Amos.
He's a Japanese fella, very fun
Here's to
man.
you.
Yeah.
When I started my mic here on Mondays, I'd have him close it out and I wouldn't light him. Just 'cause I'd be like, you can do whatever you want, bro. Like, you're funnier than all these people. And I'm going to be sitting here for 3 hours. Like, this is for me mostly.
Yeah.
And you can do whatever you want. And he started hiding in the side stage, almost completely naked to just have like literally
hit himself with the
tighty-whities
belt
on,
and stuff, dude. That
crawl
shit's-
out, bro, like under the tablecloth and stand up, pull out a belt and hit himself with it, being like, Adam Lucky, is this good enough for you? And just like calling out workers and hitting himself fucking hard, dude.
Yeah.
Like it would make a smack noise.
Fuck yeah.
And it would be 4 people in the room.
Yeah.
If there's like 200, people would be like screaming.
Matt
But
gave
it
me
was
the
me and like Tabit and Olinger being like, what the fuck is happening?
Dude, it's insane.
Does he have long hair and a
Yeah, long hair and
teeth
glasses.
thing?
He
Yes.
looks like one
He's
of
the
the
man.
one of
He's
the
the
Asian
man.
triads
Yeah, I know
from
who you're talking-
Big Trouble in
he's
Little
badass.
China.
He's
He's
Yeah.
hilarious.
he
Yeah.
rules, and that's how he is. Like he gave me the best advice one day. He's like, if you go to a place and there's only 4 people, you have to go as hard as possible, harder than if it was sold out,
Sure.
because those 4 people will be like, they might be freaked out, they might not laugh, but they'll leave saying that guy fucks. Like
Totally. No, Amos
Hell
fucking
yeah.
shreds. We gotta get him on.
yeah.
Hopefully I'll see him tonight, actually. Hopefully he'll come by and whip himself with a belt.
Who knows?
Or he doesn't, because he said he had to stop doing it because his legs were getting literally fucked up. Like he would send Tabit a picture of like crazy bruises on his legs
Yeah.
just from doing my mic and
Yeah.
being a psycho.
When I had the wrestling show here, my back was getting really fucking bad because I was letting so many people like hit me with shit.
Yeah.
On one episode, I let Jared Nathan, like I wrote this little bit with him when he was on the show that I would tell him in front of the crowd, like, you can only hit me once, but then like get a burst of like retard
Sure.
strength and then just started fucking wrecking the shit out of me. And he beat the fuck out of me. My back hurts so bad after that, but it was funny.
I
I
bet.
got the
good.
tape.
Great.
Worth it for
For the bit.
the bit, dude.
Was that another 4-person situation where you're like, bro, we gotta give it to these people?
I think that one, yeah. I think that one was like a decent one. I think that was
Okay.
like 11. No, I'm just kidding.
Nice.
11 souls.
Do you have in your 9/11 year career? It's my 9/11 that you do comedy, but a memorable bomb, whether it be when you were brand new or recently.
Yeah.
Nice. I love when they come to right to your brain.
Oh yeah, it's just perfect.
Mhm.
So this is the only time I've ever driven out of town and bombed. Like, I mean, I bombed. I mean, obviously, like, but I would like, because where I lived, I had like hours to drive there.
You
and
spent actual money.
like I had to
Yeah.
like drive 3 hours to LA or 3 hours to San Francisco or Sacramento or any of the surrounding like towns.
Mhm.
So I mean, like I'd get off work at 5. I'd drive 3.5 hours immediately down to Southern California, do spots, and then have to drive and turn around and drive like right back. You
Yeah.
know,
Brutal.
and it's always like on a Wednesday or Tuesday spot. You know, a friend of mine, he invited me or asked me to do this benefit show with him in Whittier, California. And it's by LA, but it basically took 5 hours to get there with traffic and all that.
Benefit
It was
shows.
such a pain in the ass. I got there fucking 5 minutes before the show started. And the original plan is the host is going to go and I'm going first. And it was a Friday. And so I was going to stay the weekend with this girl I had met at a music festival I was seeing. And she drove from LA to Whittier to watch.
Like, I'm going to go kill this fucking show.
And
I'm going to fuck a bunch.
And then, I'm
get
going to
all
come home.
hyped
It's
up.
going to be like a great weekend, you know? It's going to be fucking great weekend.
Oh, this already hurts me.
Little did we know.
This already hurts me. You're just hearing the intentions behind it.
Dude, so
My stomach's starting to turn.
Dude, I get up there and I just do my material, not even my dark material.
Wait, what was the benefit for?
You'll find out.
Oh, okay.
Because at this point in time, I have no idea what this benefit's for. I'm late. I didn't get there in time
Going
to meet
in blind.
anybody. Going in blind. I'm just like, I fucking made it. And then I get there and they're like, all right, cool. You're going to cold open and bring up the host. And I was like, wait, what?
God.
And then, like, yeah, you're going to go up and cold open and bring up the host. I was like, what the fuck is the host even doing here? And that's his job. Like, but either way, I just driven there. I'm getting paid $150 to do 10 minutes. So I'm like, fuck it. Cool. So I go up cold room, do 10 minutes. And I have 4 tables out of this 250 seater like lounge, like laughing the whole time. And not like dying, but like laughing hard.
Okay.
Like it could be some of them laughing at the joke, some of them just laughing at what I'm saying, like laughing at me.
Yeah.
And I just eat a bag of dicks, just 2 hands, just 4
people out of 250.
40 out. And I walk over and they're like, one of the people are at the bar and I walk over to the bar and I'm standing there and the girl comes up to me that I had invited and I was like, man, I don't know what happened. And then she was just like, I mean, most of it was pretty funny. I mean, she didn't like the rape jokes or anything, you know? So I was like, she's like, maybe you shouldn't have done the
That's
rape
crazy.
jokes. I was like,
No
that's
kidding.
I was like, oh, that's crazy.
What's her problem?
And then this couple hands me this note and it just says, keep going. Tough crowd, Catholic school fundraiser.
Ay, Dios mío.
So I was just like, I took that and I was like, oh, and then I didn't feel bad at all anymore. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I deserve that 100%. I had no idea what I was going up
True.
into. But to mind you, the guy who booked me knows my material. Why would you book me at a
Of course,
Catholic school
sure.
fundraiser?
He
You know?
didn't tell
just
you?
to troll you.
No, I don't know, dude.
benefit
Like,
shows.
It was
and,
like they were trying to. This school was trying to earn money for like their football and cheer squad. It was like
But
all their parents and
stuff
stuff,
like that,
and like the
and then,
school
like,
district and stuff. The
cruise-
kids weren't there or nothing, you know.
Cruise ship
Book a band.
comics and shit, like weird comedy subculture
Yeah.
kind of show. What's
Mhm.
like? Do you have any bad like stories about getting involved in anything like that?
Like doing.
Like just like you know how some comics will just always do cruise ships, or they'll be like
Oh, I've never done a cruise ship.
a
But that's-
weird like maybe like there's a hospital run like where they're taking comics to or like USO shows, like
My-
weird things like that. You
No,
ever-
I've never got it. I never knew how to get into any of that.
But you'll
like,
be on a
still.
boat soon. That baby's gonna be born, and it's
Yeah.
gonna be
Like
like,
the church
mothership.
scene?
Time
Yeah,
for
yeah.
the
You know what I
real
mean?
ship.
Yeah.
Dude,
Time
my
for a
dad
cruise ship.
just got off a cruise and sent me a link with this chick's name and like her fucking website, and just the only thing he wrote under it was, "This bitch fucking sucked." And I was like, yeah, you went to a comedy show on a cruise ship for
Yeah.
people in their 60s.
That's
I went
rough,
to a
man.
day
What were you
cruise
expecting?
in Branson, Missouri with
A
my
day cruise?
Yeah, it was so
That's
stupid.
the trashiest
It
thing
was
I've
so
ever
trashy.
heard.
My
You want to take a
grandma-
cruise for
my
a
grandma
day?
had she had a timeshare in fucking
In Branson, Missouri. Fuck yeah.
And they got me and my parents to go.
Fuck yeah.
And then we went on the it was a day cruise. It just went to one part of the lake.
That's
to
just
the
called a
other.
ferry ride, dude.
Yeah, but they had entertainment and shit on it, and there was this comic, and he had a fucking a real dog,
Uh-huh.
but the dog had this thing wired to its mouth, so
What?
the dog was his puppet, and he would
Oh,
be like,
no.
"Rah, rah, 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 rah," and the dog's mouth would move and talk.
Oh my God.
I bet. I wonder if that guy still. Can you look up Branson,
Dog?
Missouri ventriloquist dog? And see if that comes up.
I don't
If
think
that
it's
pops
local.
for something, I'm gonna fucking die.
Because you know,
I doubt that he's local to Branson. He probably got booked to do that from wherever the fuck he's staying. Well, do you remember any of the jokes? Like, oh, I hope there's no Asian people here.
I feel like they were like
Classic stuff like that.
Yeah, it was a classic
In Missouri?
almost edgy cruise ship shit.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, please.
It was a Boston, I think.
Is it that Todd Oliver? Oh my God.
Oh, okay. It's not that bad. I thought you admit it was actually like wired to the dog.
His
It's just, I mean,
mouth
yeah,
moves.
it's a thing. He's wearing.
I mean,
That's hilarious.
He's still working.
You saw the Todd Oliver?
I saw the Todd Oliver.
How
I bet
much
you he got paid.
shit happened to that guy.
Huh?
Where he's like,
They had
I gotta,
beef
I
Wellingtons on the
gotta, I
cruise
gotta
ships,
wire
too.
up this fucking dog's mouth.
My God, that's him, dude.
Well,
that's wild.
good.
I was gonna say, like, you don't do like that. Those
Look at
Look at that
the
fucking
dog.
mob tuxedo too.
you don't do those type of
Oh,
shows
that's
all
my
over.
dog.
until they're like
I didn't realize it was in Boston.
They start
Absolutely
looking like
necessary.
their owners.
Yeah, that's got to be like the last thing.
we just got to make money.
Yeah.
Like you realize I'm not going to be famous and I can't retire off what I'm making now.
Yep.
So I like please
That's what I need.
give me a carnival
How do I
cruise.
how do
You're
I
about
make
to be-
money
you're
if
about
I
to
Book
be
me
a
on
carnival-
ferry. I'm going to make this dog call everyone here the N-word. Book me on a ferry.
What can I tie to an animal's fucking head to make some money off of it?
Can't afford a dummy. Already got this dog.
You're about to be a carnival rapper, dude.
You think if the dog died, he'd get it, just have it taxidermied and then still do this?
I would hope not.
I need a hinge in the bottom jaw.
Hinge in the bomb job.
I hope you would hang him in the rafters.
Maybe
His
like
little
a
comedy
paralyzed
trophy
Like a
room.
jersey.
Just-
Yeah.
You get like a
Like
paralyzed
an NBA
midget.
jersey.
yeah.
They just fucking lift him up slow, attached to wires. Play the national anthem.
What if somebody did ventriloquism but with a real person, like a paralyzed midget or something,
Oh,
Jesus.
and they just wired them up?
Sure, you can find something. You got the dark web
I've
on
never
here?
heard
Yeah, I was gonna
that.
say, can you go
Pull
back
up
to
the onion router.
Can you go back to racist database and put in paralyzed midget?
No, we looked up that midget company here. They have over 100 different midgets.
AustinMidgets.com.
AustinMidgets.com.
Yeah.
I'm sure you could get one. Lunch.
We didn't dive deep though. We didn't see how much prices were and shit. They
Yeah.
said that I think they said they had
Is it just to, like, hang out
over
with them, or-
200 acts.
Yeah, there's like,
Oh.
yeah, there it is.
Mini
Look
hosts,
at that little
mini
hoe.
entertainers, mini
Mini
impersonators,
Elvis.
mini strippers.
Okay.
We
Interesting.
wanted
Serving-
to get a few in and have a hot dog eating contest, but the little tiny Lunchables hot dogs.
So
Venison
they get the
sausages,
Smokies,
Vienna
and we get
sausages,
the
and-
actual hot dogs. We're still doing that.
Their
for
heads are
episode
the
100.
same. Their mouths and heads
Mini
are the same
kiss.
size as ours, guys. You
That
think-
is true. And ass.
That's a really good point.
They all got
yeah, they could eat a
dump
regular
trucks,
hot
bro.
dog.
For sure.
You ever get hammered with midgets? They can fucking
Nope.
woo.
No, but I
Have
did.
you?
Oh, yeah.
A big
Hell yeah.
convention came into town
Yes,
like 2 months back,
yes.
and a bunch of them came to the mothership and stuff, and it was cool. They were very friendly, and we were talking. I got to know a couple of them just from because I was working the stairs, and I couldn't put my finger on it, and I was just like every time they'd come by, I'd just get like this burst of just like I'd be happy.
Yeah.
Of
You
course.
know, I'd be in a jolly mood, and then I'm like, oh, this is what being tall must be like.
Dude.
Because in real life, I'm not tall, but like I was tall that day, you know.
It does. I have the reverse of that, where I mean, not only do I feel joy when I see little people, I'm like, look at you, little bastard, running around. I get mad when I'm around people my height. I'm like, guys, this is only for me. I get to look down on all these little wops and ladies, you know.
You immediately go into door guy stance and start
Dude,
squaring up.
Like when Scott Warden and Austin Young walk in the creek, I'm like, the fuck you guys doing here? I'm hanging out with 5'4" Mexican ladies, dude. My life rules. Go, shoo.
Get out
Not
of here.
enough room in this club for all of us.
Oh, dude, so funny. Me and Austin Young have been getting confused for each other so
You're the
much
new
recently.
Darian and Trey Pack.
Yes. or the new me and Trey Pack. Now that I have a fucking beard, dude. So Austin, some guy came up to me and he was like, hey man, shook my hand and was like, dude, congratulations, dude. You're so funny. And I was like, uh-huh. Thank you,
Finish.
but congratulations. He was like, dude, you were crushed on Kill Tony, bro. At the arena, I was there. I was like, that's Austin Young. He goes, you're not Austin Young? I'm like, completely different guy. He was like, Sam Hunter. I was like, yeah. He's like, all right, my bad. I'll see you later. And he just
Holy
walked
fuck.
away.
At least he knew your name.
That shit
Yeah,
happens
true.
to me. Everyone always thinks I'm Genevieve. Everywhere I fucking go, I hate it.
I mean, musically,
see
you
it.
probably share some things in common.
Those videos of you dancing on Instagram. I
I was
mean,
about, that's what I was trying to go for. Genevieve
holy
shreds.
shit.
Who's
Yeah, no,
who's
that
you got?
that weekend that the midget convention was in town, I had no idea. I went to do Josiah's show at Cooper's, and I'm sitting downstairs. There's a football game on, and like I'm seeing these. Like I walk in and it doesn't hit me at first because they're like on their knees on top of the chairs at the bar so that they can be above the bar, and
Oh man.
it fucking hits me finally, and I'm like, oh shit, there's like 6 midgets in here. And we get them to come up into the show, and they were the most fun crowd members ever. And they had to do the same thing in their seats. So it was like people, and then a tiny head just sticking up above everybody else.
That's so
But like
fun.
6 of them kind of just staggered through the room. It was the best fucking time. I still have a picture on my phone. The dude wanted to like fucking take a picture with all of us. We picked him up. It was great.
Oh, you should
Fucking
you
amazing.
should have just taken it normal level, but just cut all your heads out of it.
I used to
Just our belt line and fucking
Just your belt line
him.
of him, yeah.
I would do merch for like metal festivals and shit back in the day, and there was this dude called Jeff Beecher, and he would hire like he had Oompa Loompas for like the whole tour, and it was like the same 3 little people, and 2 of them I had made friends with, and they would just drink all day, just like so fucking much.
They fucking
Those
put him
little
away.
motherfucking bastards. There was one night on that tour. It was the year that Korn and fucking
Broccoli.
Motor Broccoli. But Korn had the owner of the festival is Mayhem Festival.
Uh-huh.
His birthday would fall within the tour. And so they would throw this huge party for him every year. And one year they hired all these fucking midget strippers. And at one point, I walk up and I'm watching the midget strippers, and it was literally a double-sided dildo and 2 midget ladies fucking themselves. And
Whoa.
when I turn around from this, I'm thinking, oh, this
Was it
fucking
regular
right now.
size or like a mini one?
It was huge. It was fucking huge, and they were, and we were just like standing around drinking. Freak Jägermeister would sponsor these parties, so that you would have to drink Jaeger, pretty much. So we were all just pounding Jaeger,
Oh,
watching
it's
these midgets
gnarly.
fight
The
each
worst,
other.
the worst life decisions being
And
made
then I
at
was
those
just like, well,
parties.
I'm gonna
We're
walk
the best.
around and see what else is going, because it was like a Vegas themed.
So
party.
what else is going on?
And then I walk around and I see there's like a blackjack table set up, and it's just fucking Lemmy from Motorhead.
No
just
fucking
sitting
way.
there by himself with a big bottle of Jack.
I'll
and
take an ace of spades.
I walk up to it. I sit next to him. And I took a shot at Jack with Lemmy.
Hell
I played
yeah.
a fucking couple rounds of blackjack. He was the fucking nicest dude ever.
Nice.
It
Dude,
was sick.
in
That's
He
the
didn't make you.
documentary-
He didn't make you blow him on stage.
Nah.
No.
I
is
would've-
my favorite part of his
I
documentary.
bet his dick was so warty,
So
and
leathery,
fucking
bad,
God,
bad,
you could
dude.
just pick off the fucking.
Like,
Toughed out by all the
Sores.
fucking dive bar whores.
yeah, it
God
looked like how his voice sounded.
Yeah.
It's a
Fucking
tough
face.
dawn on him.
No, my favorite part of his documentary, he's sitting there in his living room with all this Nazi memorabilia everywhere, and the documentarian is next to him in like an armchair, and they're talking, and he just takes a sip of Jack and realizes that the documentary guy doesn't have anything, so he goes, do you want a drink? And he goes, sure. So he leaves the room and goes into the kitchen and comes back and gives him another full bottle of Jack. It's so great.
Oh.
It's like, that's just a normal day for Lemmy.
I like how you were excited about that story, and you're just more excited to talk about the Nazi memorabilia because there was no reason that needed to
why'd
be
you
in that
Nazi
story
up
at
my
all.
fucking wholesome
Why'd
story?
you have to Nazi up
I
Lemmy,
said
dog?
It was
He
there.
had a goddamn shot.
Yeah, that
with
tracks.
motherfucking God himself, and then you bring up Nazi memorabilia on all our heroes. Don't call our fucking heroes a Nazi, you cocksucking fucker.
Whoa. You almost said a different word there.
Who are you actually mad at? Because it's not me.
I
Do
didn't
you want
say
to talk
that at
about
all.
it?
That's not what I was saying.
But I'm in.
You got my fucking name written on your stupid ankle.
Fuck you, Lunch.
You got fucking happy trees tattooed on your fucking ankles.
Goddamn
You got
right.
an MXPX tattoo.
What's wrong with Christian punk rock, dude?
No, we all went through 7th grade, but fuck.
You took it with you.
That was like right when I turned 18, and this dude was like, "Hey, can I'll give you a free tattoo," because that's when I had like MySpace and shit, and people thought I was cool as fuck, and they would just hit me up and offer me shit like bad and free tattoos. But he was like, "Yo, can I come and tattoo you?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And then right before I got this, it was either this or I was gonna get a Pokeball. So I think I fucking panned out a little better, right?
No.
It's not the son from the Sublime
I'm poking
cover.
at you, punk.
All right.
We ain't got no place to go. Let's go get a bad tattoo. But I do have a
Dude,
better
get up and start
tattoo.
skanking.
Look at that.
Yeah,
That
that's,
makes up for it,
What
right?
the fuck is that?
It's dead Steve Urkel.
That looks
Did I
Best
do
drag
that?
tattoo ever.
Oh my God.
racist, bro. That's crazy.
What?
That looks super racist.
How does it look racist?
You have a dead black man on your arm.
Speaking of Nazi
He's
memorabilia,
a zombie.
Oh, I'm sorry, an undead
No.
black guy. Excuse me.
Did
At least it's not my fucking ankle.
So, Patty, do you have any shitty tattoos?
Yeah.
I bet you do.
Yeah.
That's not a shitty tattoo.
Okay,
Yeah,
but the
it's
other
pretty
one
bad.
was. I mean, they're definitely both bad. But
Art by Vic Beck.
what?
Famous
I got
Salt Lake
this
City
classic
tattoo
right here.
artist.
That's a good one.
I got this classic.
That's brutal, dude.
And then I'm from Fresno,
That
so
is
I'm
brutal.
I'm from Fresno, so you know I have a nautical star tattooed on my calf right now.
Hell yeah.
Oh, man.
Now, nautical star calf guy
Yep.
is saying that my dad Steve Urkel is bad.
That was the MXPX
I
one.
called out the MXPX bullshit. I didn't say anything about Urkel. I mean, you can see the quality of that. I don't have to say anything.
I hate it, bro. Stop pointing it at me. He's looking right at me, and I don't like it.
That's so funny.
I already had a dream last night about fucking me trying to fight zombie Keith Ray. I don't need zombie fucking Steve Urkel coming to
When I
town,
left
dude.
work, when I left last night, he was outside kicking out Keith Ray.
For the second time that night.
Holy fuck.
Fucking
How
guy.
often you kick him out of here?
Not too often, but we want to more than we should.
Yeah, I get that.
So yeah, we just had to kick him out twice, and then it was just like, dude,
Who was winning in
You
the
know what
fight,
it
by the
is.
way, in your dream?
in my dream,
Yeah.
I just remember being like sad.
Oh.
I was like, I don't want to fight this guy. He's so funny, but he's such a fucking asshole. And then I woke up and I was like, oh, I got a podcast now. Let's smoke joints and talk about racist tattoos. Yeah, it was just annoying. It's just funny,
Quit
like
fucking running the line.
just like the mind of like a true drunk. Because like while we're kicking him out, he's like, "Why is everything my fault?" I was like, "What do you mean, dude?
When I
You
walked
got
out-
hammered. You're not allowed to drink here. You know what you did wrong."
When I walked out and you were dealing with him, he looks up and he goes, "Oh, here's someone that'll talk some sense into you."
And you just beeline to
"See
your
you,
car.
Keith."
Yeah. I know Keith is trying to really work me when he starts complimenting my stand-up. I know he's down in the argument. He's like, "Dude, I think you're brilliant, but you don't want to hear that." And I'm like, "You're being a little cunt right now."
Don't you honey pop me,
Yeah,
you
you're
son
being
of
a
a bitch.
little cunt right now, Keith, aren't you? But you know,
Are there any like I don't know if you can even talk about it. Are there like some good meltdown or like fun bomb stories from the mothership? Or like kick out stories? Anybody come up that like you guys had to boot that like made
That's
a
the
massive
thing.
scene?
It's not like Vulcan, man. I don't do that anymore.
Sure.
I don't do any of that.
Gotcha.
I literally get paid to watch comedy and learn. So I mean, I try and do that as much as possible. And we keep the rooms and we keep track. I'll say something to someone like occasionally if they're like no security guards around. They're like talking to me like, "Hey guys, keep the conversation down." That's the most I do.
Sure.
But man, people get thrown out of that place.
Yeah.
I bet.
And that's all I can say about that.
Sure.
But it's hilarious.
Fucking smashed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More the more people get thrown out of Mothership, or when we were at Vulcan as it was like transitioning into Mothership, because people would be getting. I'm having a stroke. Thrown out of Vulcan.
Yeah, people don't know how to act in public.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's people like literally taking vacation so they can go see Joe Rogan.
Yeah,
And you go, "Hey, you guys can't talk." They go, "What? We can't laugh?" It's like, well,
That's a huge difference.
Now
I mean,
you're
it's,
gonna
just,
get thrown
it's the
out.
same argument. They get thrown out and stuff like that. But I mean, like, we try and tell them, "Hey, man, have some self awareness."
that's true.
You know,
That's a great reverse psychology. Be like, "Hey, have some respect for yourself."
yeah,
Stop
some
talking.
self awareness. You know, people are like, we give them the spiel, and a customer would be like, "So what's heckling?" And I'm like, "Well, it's don't
What
be
is it?
To what
Like-
you were doing.
like I said, what you just did right now while I'm still in the middle of telling you the joke or telling you the rules." I love so this is what I have to tell people. I'm like, "Hi, welcome to the mothership. Please don't heckle or disrupt your neighbors. Restrooms are downstairs." I'm like, "What's heckling?" It's what you just did. I'm in the middle of talking, like you're not listening, and like it's wild too. 'Cause people come up and I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a process to get in there. There's so many moving parts. And it's overwhelming for people to
Yeah.
come in. It's like they get asked like how many in your party, like 5 different times. They get wanded. They got to put their phones away. Some of them don't realize what's going on. They just got invited, So I get it. It's a lot, but people are just like it's weird. They're like,
I love the old white entitled plastered ladies too that'll be like, "Do you know who I am?
oh yeah, we get some. Of
I
those.
know people." And it's like,
God.
well, you should call them because you're leaving.
Well, if you did know them,
Yeah, they would tell you.
if you're
a fucking
insinuating
idiot.
who I think you are to
Yeah.
me right now, call them right now. We'll talk about how you're acting.
Exactly.
You're acting here. It's so weird. People are weird. But yeah, no, like it's just funny. Like, 'cause you just all of a sudden we'll just hear like we'll be in the lobby or on the stairs, or whatever, and then we got an ejection coming. So okay, cool. And then it's just like most of the time it's just people getting walked out. But then there's sometimes where people just they don't want to leave.
They're
And
on that
have you-
shit
and
super
then
fast.
and then I've seen people I've seen 4 security guards carry people out, like one person out,
Yeah.
because they refused to move, so they just picked them up and carried them out like a child.
That's all right. We'll take you.
People are spending a lot of time and money to go to that fucking place.
Yeah.
So I can imagine if you just fuck up and you're like too hype, drink too much, and they're like, buddy, you gotta go. You're like,
Yeah.
I took a vacation from Australia to see this shit.
Yeah.
I'm not
Like,
fucking leaving.
This cost me $12,000.
Yeah.
And I fucked up this bad. Yeah. You're gonna have your Navy SEAL team carry me away.
I came into a
'Cause I'm
different
not
time
leaving.
zone for this.
That's
Have
nutty.
Have
Yeah.
you thought about what you would do if your kid wants to do comedy?
I mean, I'd be honest with her and be like, "You're a woman."
Yeah.
I mean, I'm super stoked to have a beautiful baby girl, but I would rather have a funny kid. You know,
Well, there is still a chance that she's lesbian. They're funny.
Sometimes.
Fingers crossed for 2 reasons.
What did you do with dead bodies?
I picked them up
From where?
from where they died, and I took them to the morgue or the funeral home.
From the point of where they died?
Yeah, I was a coroner transport when I was like 22.
Little known fact about Nicholas
It
Ceppaglia.
was a little. It was like this Mexican family owned this company, and they had contracts with the Fresno PD, and then they had contracts with like 90 different funeral homes in California.
Were all the bodies like
So when people,
all together, intact every time, or
No. No,
Damn.
because you'd get like, so it'd be about 60% of the calls would be about, old folks, people passing away, then the other 40 were like what you would think the PD that deals with. What is that?
God damn it.
What the heck? Oh, there we go. Yeah, so it's what they would deal with. So it was pretty nasty. And it was like this family that owned this company, and they had probably like 5 Suburbans, all blacked out windows on 22s. Is that me?
The lunchbox is zapping.
Zapping us out.
Just unhook it.
Yeah, so and I was just one of those drivers. They had I think they had 8 employees, so just 8 or 9 employees. So I would get a call, then the next calls would go through, and then I'd get a call, and
they
I'd be
just
on.
give you an address.
Yeah, I'd get a text
Go there?
message and be like, or with directions on where to go, and it would either be like a Fresno PD call, or they would tell me the name of the funeral home I was delivering to.
You wouldn't just walk. There'd be people there.
I'd show up
right?
if I showed, I'd show up to a family's house and their whole family's in there grieving, and I'd wrap their loved one up.
body bag it up. And
No, with those you didn't body
Don't
bag
worry,
them
guys.
up.
I'll get rid of this.
Yeah, no, don't worry, I got you.
Daddy's getting taken
Let me
out
get this
tonight.
out of here.
No, so the difference was when I'd have to go to funeral home calls, I'd have to be in the full suit, tie,
Yeah.
Men in Black
Paul
looking.
Bearer looking.
Yeah, just show up, and then I'd wrap the body in a sheet, and then I'd transfer it over to the gurney, strap it in, and then I'd put that really nice felt cover over it, and then wheel it out to the Suburban, put it in, and then take it to the funeral home and check it in, and then
Check it
Go-
in.
So this
then
isn't
that sounds so
then
gnarly.
I'd just go back home or go to do whatever I was doing, because I was 22 at the time. When I got hired, they're like, "Here, take this." When they hired me, I was under the assumption that they were like, "Here's a company car. Just when we call you, just come and do this. Do whatever you want
So
when you're not
fucking crazy,
being
dude.
How long
called."
did you do it?
6 months.
Wait,
God
so
damn.
not like a normal 9 to 5. Were you ever out partying and shit?
Yeah.
And had to leave and go
Oh.
and pick up a body?
Oh, all the time.
You're like, guys, I gotta go.
Oh yeah, I did it all the time because my friends lived right down the street from me, and they threw house parties at this place we called the Brown House because it was on Brown Street. But
Brown
man,
out at the Brown House.
yeah, dude, it was when they just have parties and we were getting fucked up and getting drunk, and then I'd get a call and I'd just go get my suit and I'd come back in, I'd change, I'd do a couple lines of coke, and then I'd go to and I'd drive 10 minutes and show up. I'd pull up onto a closed freeway.
What's
where
going
the
on, guys?
freeway-
Where's the body?
Exactly, where the whole freeway is closed off, and you get up on there, and there's cars crashed everywhere, and then you're just walking up talking to cops where am I going? They're like, "Oh, it's that car at the end over there," and you walk up and you get out and you go, "Hey John, how's it going? What's going on, Officer Steve? How's the kids?" And I'm all gacked out. And then
Oh my God.
Nick,
and then-
you need a hand with that? No, I think I got him.
I
Dude.
got it,
I got him. I'm gonna
I got it,
fireman
dude.
carry him, dude.
I'm like, "Mark, where's the body?" It's like, "It's in that car over there. It's the one missing a head." And you're like, "Fuck." You just go and you click the seatbelt and drag him off you lay the body bag down next to the car. You just pull the body out by the clothes with some help
Holy
from
shit.
officers. Try and do it as respectfully as possible.
and then head back to the party.
And then I'd go drop it off at the morgue, check it in, and then I'd go back to the party
Holy
and
fuck.
tell all
Where
my
would you
friends
take
what I
it
just
once
saw
you got to check it in?
to the morgue.
Hand it to a guy, or
It depended on the time. Like, if it was during business hours.
Wait, did
like,
they have a drop box?
No, I had.
like one of those blockbuster
Yeah.
You
ones,
just slide it
like
down
when
the
they-
laundry chute?
I mean, basically,
Pull
no.
it
I
in
mean,
the parking lot.
no. I mean, I had the code to the morgue.
Oh, fuck.
I'd have to show up
Damn.
there at 2, 3 in the morning sometimes.
Did
Like,
you ever peek?
I'd have to put them in the freezer,
Sure.
and it wasn't lockers. It's one giant freezer.
They're not locked?
Oh my god.
No, because that's where I have to put the body. That's my job.
All
I
the
have
bodies in
fucking
there
crazy, dude.
covered or no?
sometimes they're supposed to be. I took my friend one time. It was like
What?
2 in the morning, like 2:30 in the morning. I get this call, and I had to go to the blood
Do you
bank.
want to see something cool?
Yeah. He was visiting, and it was like 2:30 in the morning. We're hanging out at my house smoking pot, and I was like, and he'd been asking me about this job and stuff, and I was like, well, I'm technically working right now, so if I did a call, I might have to leave. But it was like 2:30 in the morning. I had to go to the blood bank. And when you go to the
Fucking
blood
ride
bank, you just pull up to the back. You call them, let them know you're here, and then they'll open the door, and I just go in there, grab the gurney, bring it out, put it into my thing. So I was like, I got a call to do that, and then I had to take it to the morgue. No one's there, so I go do that. I take my friend with me. He's sitting in the car. So I get out of the car. He's sitting in the Suburban with just by himself. I open the door, I slide a body in, I shut the door, and then I walk around to get in the thing, and I get inside, and he's just going, oh my
Can you
God.
fucking leave me in here?
Yeah, like no kidding.
I would be freaking the fuck out, especially if I was high as shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And then so we drive
Dude.
to the morgue, and so we get out. The procedure there is I get out, I pull the gurney out, I open the morgue, I sign the person's name or information that I know like
You
at
have
the
to know
time.
their name?
Yeah, it's part. Yeah, it's
Ah,
yeah. So I mean, you have
They
to
had
sign
the
them in.
collar on. It's fine.
Yeah, pretty much. They got tags and
come
stuff.
on, Judy.
Oh, that's my grandma's name.
His grandma died in the pod.
Oh no.
Spikes.
Nick showed up. Come
So,
on, Judy.
all right,
Let's get you
Judy.
out of the pod.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually awesome.
Yeah. So what I did was I was like, come into the morgue with me. And it's literally there's just like a big walk-in freezer where it's like, and it's like on the walls they have shelves like that have like Jane Does and John Does from like 10 years earlier at that time, And then there's just a bunch of like just the medical tables that on wheels. And so what I have to do is I have to take it or slide it off my gurney onto one of the medical tables and then put a sheet over it. And so they're all supposed to be covered in sheets. Well, I open up the door, I grab my buddy's standing here. I grab the door to the freezer and I'm opening it up a long way. So I don't see inside. I'm looking at him and his first expression of seeing like a room full of dead bodies. And he goes, oh my fucking God. He goes, and he like turned around, like kind of moved, jumped and scared. And I go, what the fuck? And I look and it's this like 75-year-old dead guy, butt ass naked. Rigor
yeah.
mortis is completely set in and he's like this.
No.
Just
Mount Everest face.
yeah, Mount Everest, straight up. And honestly, that had never happened before. Then I wasn't even expecting
What?
that for my buddy to see that, and I was just like, oh fuck, and and what happened was I saw that, and then the sheet was on the floor, so whoever put it on, it just kind of like fell off for
Holy
the time,
shit.
and I just happened to be the
What if
next
he came
one
back
in there.
to life?
Dude, it was so wild. And then I went back, and my buddy was like, we just got high, and he's like. And even then, we just talked about it all night and stuff. It was
Just
wild.
played That's Life by Sinatra all the way home.
Yeah, it was
Was
pretty
there
fun.
ever really like any bodies that were really hard for you to get, like a real fat guy, or
Yeah, we had to do this like 600-pound
you call him
guy.
a helper or something?
I'm 0
Yeah,
for
but-
0 today, by the way.
Well, like on stuff like that, we would like multiple team members would get that call. Like we'd all show up and be like, "All right, you guys are all here. We got to lift this up."
Get your snow shovels out.
Yeah, and then then one of us would just be like, "All right, well, we have to all drive. Who's gonna meet me at the morgue to help me with this?" Like depending on the time of day. But I think that the fattest person was like 500 or 600 pounds.
Oh,
That was gnarly.
I'm chilling, bro.
So, yeah, it took like
I got
we'd move guys like
I got
Sam all day.
space. There we go.
We'd move. I could wrap Sam up by myself and put him on a gurney and get him into the back of the car. By
Damn.
myself.
That's the nicest thing
You
anyone's
still
ever said
got
to
it
me.
in you?
I can still do it. Yeah.
Still got that gurney
he
Still
still
just
got
went,
it.
oh, Nick.
That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me,
Buddy.
Nick. That's
Yeah.
so sweet of you.
Oh,
Dude, I mean,
the
were you?
worst
I mean,
state of
I want to
somebody
talk
you had
about
to
it more
pick
like
up.
on stage and stuff, but I just don't know how to make it like punchy because it is like just a crazy funny story.
It's
and like,
insane.
yeah, and it's just like I mean, and there's it's like there's a lot of dark parts of it too. Like I remember showing up to the morgue, dropping off a body, and like the mortician has like a fucking 9-month-old like autopsied open, you know? Like,
Oh,
okay, that sucks.
that
JJ's
blows.
Yeah, dude. Hey, you're just
That
like,
sucks.
okay, my day's ruined.
We got a
Yeah,
fucking
totally.
baby in here.
I remember I only got
kids.
I only got one. I only got one, but I had to go to the children's hospital.
Oh,
And I was like,
dude.
I was probably like 4 months in. I go to the children's hospital and they like drive me back into their morgue back there. And like, there's just like this little person wrapped up in saran wrap. And it's like
They
normally,
wrapped her like a burrito.
and normally it's just
Midget?
like, I have to like, there's a whole step to getting you onto the gurney and then the
Don't.
thing. But it was just like, this is like weird because little kid only weighed like 50 pounds.
Easy money.
Just,
Oh, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Like a cow feed.
How much did it pay
it was
for you to have to
So
tell
check it-
people at 22 that your job is handling dead bodies?
check it out. So
I can't imagine that's a
It
great
did-
way for
it was
you to
making
meet
check
women.
check it out.
rash.
It was like $25 to $50 or $75 a body.
Buy the body?
Yeah, per body.
That's fucked up.
Hell
And
yeah.
but I mean,
I thought it was more
There's
than
a
that.
price on your
no,
motherfucking
no,
life.
Yeah, well.
no, I don't think so.
Was it by weight?
No.
Huh.
Mm-mm.
That was
It's by
rule.
distance.
Like
how
your
far I
tuna
had to
fishing.
drive.
Holy shit!
Like if I had to go pick someone up, like in San Francisco, and bring them back to a funeral home here, that was like a $75.
Is there a
call,
dead kid
you know?
bonus at least?
No.
Ugh.
Uh-uh.
Here's a little trauma. You
It was
don't
like-
get
yeah,
extra.
But the thing is like you guys don't really comprehend like
The amount.
how many people die all the time,
Right.
just randomly. Like
I know.
I got paid, dude. I was making money. I think I picked
I mean, I
up
hope
like
so.
Do you see their faces when you close your eyes?
no, I see their genitalia. which
Wait,
is
No!
I was just gonna ask.
That
Is there
must be
some gross
gnarly.
shit that
There's
like
some
stuck
nat-
with you?
dude. Yeah, you see like a 350-pound 80-year-old lady who died naked and everything. Like that vagina is gonna haunt you, dude.
Oh yeah.
Especially
That's what I'm saying.
because when you die, all your muscles release. So if you have any shit in your body, it's out and it's just like
Oh.
it's nasty, dude.
That's what I'm
Fucking
saying.
Gross.
I hope the money was worth it. But like trying to like
I mean, in
meet
retrospect,
women at the bar and be
Oh,
like,
it was
yeah,
so
I work
easy.
at.
it was so easy.
I carry dead bodies.
Oh
Especially if you're into goth
if you had
bitches.
that 22-year-old fucking mustache.
Yeah, dude.
no,
'Cause you look like, oh,
I
that's
didn't
the
have my
morgue
mustache.
guy.
And I had my mustache. I don't think came in until I was 23.
You're like,
Mm.
I ship
But-
dead bodies, and they're like, I'm dead inside.
No, dude, I swear to God, we'd be hanging out at the bar, and my buddy from like across the patio would be like, "Nick, what do you do for a living?" She doesn't believe me, and I'd be like, "I work for the coroner. I'm a coroner transport. I work for the morgue." And I'd turn around, and there'd be like 3 girls in my face, like, "Whoa, what happened today? What'd you see today?" Like, and then, dude, their girls are gross.
Yes, for sure.
Like, they loved it. It was like, and at that point, you tell them about the most horrific thing you saw that day or the last week, and
Yeah.
then like, then you just pick which one you want to go home with.
Little
Dude,
known
if I
fact.
was, if
It
I
was,
was,
it was like shooting fish in a barrel, which
Yeah,
was the
if
strange
you
thing
ever
because I
want to
didn't like.
connect with a gorgeous woman, just bring up fucking
Death.
serial killers or crime
Yeah, it
crime
was wild.
documentaries. Immediately, they're like,
Yeah.
"Oh my god, we have so much in common."
You gotta find the purge.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they love that shit.
Oh,
That gnarly ass,
wild,
nasty shit.
fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah.
I'd be so pissed if I was like at the end of the bar watching you just like pick bitches every weekend.
No, I
I'd
mean,
just be like that. Oh, he handles dead people. Boo. Fucking idiot. Dumb wop, dude. What does he have that I don't have?
I'm
Piece
just saying,
of shit.
I'm not just saying like, oh, you're coming with me, like all like macho. But it was
No,
just
no,
like
Italian,
it
right?
was like they just like at that point they wouldn't leave, and they're like, okay, well I'm gonna go. I'm like, well, where are you going? Like,
Yeah.
okay, well come on. Let's go.
That's a sentence I've never said out loud.
I've been there.
At that point, the woman wouldn't leave me alone because of my occupation.
Well, because they just keep asking you about the worst stuff, and the more fucked up shit they tell you, like, or that I tell them, like, the wetter their panties get.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
wretched beasts those ladies are.
Dude,
But hey, good for you.
there's wild. Like, I
Good
don't.
for you. And then what? Then, so you worked there for 6 months. I can imagine it's hard to transition into like working at a fucking Jersey Mike's after that.
Oh, so so when I left there, I went to a retirement community and worked in the kitchen or in the restaurant there. So I went from picking up dead people to serving food to people who were dying,
just about.
pre-dead people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
pre-dead people. And then
You're
from that I
working
went
your
to
way
like a
backwards
fun,
like Benjamin Button.
and then I
dude.
went from that I went into like fine dining restaurants. You know, then I went
For
so,
the middle-aged people. Great.
middle age.
Then you worked at a college bar. Yeah.
and then from
Now you
there
work at a daycare, right?
then I went to yeah.
Right before your daughter's born, you're working at a daycare, and
Yeah.
there you go. You've completed the cycle.
And then as soon as she's born, I'm gonna get my
Leave.
my certificate, my RN certificate, and work in the prenatal center.
Oh, that's wonderful. I mean, that's fucking mental.
The full circle. It's the circle of life.
Did someone recommend that job to you, or
I was
did you were like,
I was working at Chase Bank, and the people were coming in.
what is wrong with you, bro?
Their paychecks were 3 times the size of mine, and I was working full time.
True.
And some of these guys were working part time, making double what I was making. It's $25 a body.
What was the average of bodies a day?
It was like, I mean, the most I ever did in a 24-hour period was like 16.
Damn.
That's bread.
And that was like, a couple car accidents where you show up and you think it's one and it's a family, and you're like, cha-ching.
Oh, so you know how like a classic.
Dude, don't get me wrong. Like some days,
A murder suicide?
dude, some days you'd be like,
Yes.
you'd be like, it's so slow.
Sorry.
And you're like, it's 5 o'clock, and you're like, can an airplane just crash into the
Yeah.
fucking freeway right now, dude?
There's the classic thing when you're stuck in traffic and you're like, somebody better be dead right now.
What
Yeah.
was
And you're literally in traffic
what
being
was
like,
the most at once?
Oh, it was like a car accident where a family, like 4 people in a
thank
van.
God, I'm getting new shoes.
It was terrible. Thank God. I needed this.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sure
I
the money.
I needed to
nuts.
buy another month's worth of top ramen.
It's so nuts.
Top ramen and cocaine.
Fuck yeah. That's not a bad life, but you just ate your soul for 6 months.
Oh,
What was the worst smell? Also,
Oh.
were you wearing like a fucking hazmat suit while you were
wanna
picking these
know.
bitches up?
No, just the Men in Black suit with
That's
gloves.
psychotic, dude.
And if
You
it's
didn't have a
so
mask on?
psychotic.
no, most of the time you didn't need one.
No, you kissed all of them before you put them in.
This was 2010, dog. That's way before people thought about masks. Like I put a mask on like the decomposition ones when I have to go in there and the person's been there
Sure.
for a while. But if like I'm going to a person's house, like their grandma just passed away, like suck it up.
Did you ever get a crazy suicide?
Yeah, they're all crazy. They killed themselves. What do you mean?
No, but like that's
Guy put his head in the microwave. Most mild suicide I've ever seen.
a weird one, huh?
See a zany self-death?
Just a lot of hangings, couple gunshots.
Goofy gunshots?
I mean, some car accidents you could maybe argue that this guy ran into the wall on purpose. But
Why did I
the
laugh
worst,
at that?
I don't know. There was this guy from
Because you thought about it.
There's this guy from Thousand Oaks. Apparently, he went from Thousand Oaks, and he drove like all the way up into the Sequoias on like dirt roads when the roads like end and stuff.
Fuck.
And like he went and sat down in the woods and blew his head off with a shotgun.
Fuck yeah.
And he sat directly
My kind
in
of
the
guy.
biggest pile of poison oak you could imagine.
No.
He just went and sat in the
That
middle of it.
rules.
Dick.
Thank God the Rangers had already dug him out, but you could see it like they had like poison oak, like because they had to get into
The
it.
Rangers had it?
The Rangers are like they weren't covered in it, but you could tell where like some of the residue of them picking this thing up.
Poison
like-
oak's already bad enough, but to get it from a fucking
Yeah.
guy with
Yeah.
his head blown off.
And he had like a note, and it said
What a prick.
He had like a note and the reasons for why he did it. Like he found out his wife was like cheating on him with his like best friend or something. And I mean, the officers let us read the notes, perks in the job. But
Dear
Suicide
diary.
Gus.
yeah, but so that kind of sucked. And that guy had been up there for 2 weeks apparently. And what it is they have these normal body bags that are just like the white plastic ones you see on, but then they have like decomp bags that are made out of like canvas, like made out of thick leathery, like I don't know how to like the stuff that bounce houses are made out of, like decomp bag. And so like if like the fucked up part about the job is you had to like visually see the bodies every time.
I love that you
So
said
even-
bounce house. You took like the happiest thing and
Yeah,
the most
for real.
tragic thing and
Well, I'm
smashed
trying
it
to think.
together.
I'm just trying to think of like a material because I don't know like the actual name for it. But that's like
That would be a fun suicide. Blow your head off in a bounty house.
Oh, I'd be sick.
Have a great 3 minutes.
Oh yeah.
And then boop,
And then
little deflate it, wrap you up, and you're in.
I'm
yeah,
done.
that's it, dude.
The most polite suicide ever.
That's a good one. What was I saying?
So the guy was there for 2 weeks. And you
He's there for like 2 weeks,
decomp
and
bags.
like yeah. So the cops were like the Rangers like he's over there, and this is the like here's his ID, here's the note, this is like all the evidence you have to like turn in and take with you, and but I was like you have to physically open up the bag to like look and see it, and so I like put a mask on, I went to look at it, and I just opened it up, and then he was using 2 bags. They put them in 2 decomp bags. And I opened up, the first one was blue, the second one was yellow, and I opened up that yellow one, and it's just a giant mound of maggots.
Oh, God.
You can't. It's just like it's a mound of maggots. Like that's all it was. And I was like, okay, well, I think that's a body. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's
a body.
I zipped it back up and I like pushed it. I was like, yep, that's legs. That's a
Close back
chest.
up.
Like just nope. and then had to drive like the 2.5 hours with this decomposing body like back down the mountain. Had to drive slow because of the fucking it's all off road at this point.
Fuck
You know, it
every
just
bit
takes
of
like
that.
45 minutes to go half a mile down this dirt road, and then the actual drive is only an hour and a half. You know, like, but it's wild.
I mean, that's crazy. I mean, you did it at such a young age. And
my friend had just died.
Great.
My friend had just died, and my dad told me he was like, he's like, because we kind of fucked this up. It was like the first time I'd ever have a friend die, like a close friend. And my dad was like, "Yeah, I know it's hard, but the older you get, the more funerals you're gonna go to. Like, you have to like understand that this is part of life." And then just happenstance, 2 weeks later, I was talking to the manager when he was cashing his check at the bank. I was like, "Dude, this seems like a crazy job." He's like, "Well, I got an opening." And he's like, "I got a full-time position open," and I already been at the bank for like a year and a half, and I was like, "This sucks."
Right.
And so I was like, fuck it. I was like, what else am I wasn't going to college. I was 22. I was like, yeah, check this out, experience life. And
Sure.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you is like, I mean, even though your brain wasn't fully developed, and it's not an Italian joke, even though it should be, did that make you like bring you more peace in your own life, knowing how real mortality is?
Oh yeah, it made everything like so much less. Like my tolerance for like other people were just like the drama, like not
Yeah.
22 years old. There's nothing but made up bullshit, fake drama in your life.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah,
And it's just,
totally.
like- and it just kind of, it also like cemented the fact that, you know, like the person is in the mind. Like I'm not your friend because of how fat you are. I'm your friend because you have a good soul and you're funny. You make me laugh, you know? But that's what I would say to
I
Chad.
might cry.
Yeah, dude.
I just got hard and might cry.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't talking to you directly. That was a general example.
Seems pretty specific to
Yeah, if
me.
you say fat, it's
Unless-
the same.
I was gonna say, is Austin Young here? Fuck.
You just made his year and then took it back.
Yeah, like as wops do, dude.
Yeah.
You want some money? Actually, never mind.
Yeah,
Dude. Yeah, I mean that's 100%.
And then you
Just
know what
walking
also,
around being like, bro, we're all gonna-
and like every dumbass person always asks about like the hot chick thing, you know, and it's like, and that's another thing that like
It crossed my mind. I wasn't gonna bring it up.
Yeah, but I know it crossed your mind, and that's why I brought it up because it's like that's the thing is like you can like I went to a bunch of like DUI car accidents where girls wrap their cars around
Jesus.
poles, you know, and
Yeah.
it's like, oh fuck, like this is a girl that's probably the same age as me.
Yeah.
You could tell by like just looking at the body, like she took care of herself while she was alive. But then you're like, that's not a person. Like,
Yeah, totally.
and it's like you go and like it's not this. There's something there. It's like it's not there. Like it's not. It's like
Yeah. She's not living, laughing, or loving anymore.
yeah, you know how a real doll looks like a real woman, but it's not. It's what a dead body looks
Right.
like.
Yeah.
You should
Yeah.
Did you ever
I
pick
hear
up
you.
someone you
should
knew?
smile more.
And
Yeah.
that's how you found out they died?
Yeah, I picked up a kid that I went to high school with. He got in a drunk driving accident and hit a pole, and
Holy shit, man.
And like I wasn't really that close with him. He was kind of a little snitch, like when we were in school, for some shit. But
Put him in a body bag, man.
put him in. So I had to put him in a bag.
He had to get them stitches.
Had to get him. But so that was kind of weird because like he was from like his family was like he was second generation American, I guess, or first generation born in America. And his family was from like Salinas, but from Mexico.
Yeah.
And his family didn't speak English, stuff like that. And so like when he died, like because we're not supposed to tell it to like we're not allowed to tell anybody about like things like if it was a famous person or like you know you can't talk about that stuff. But it was a friend that I knew, and I knew like there was a guy that I knew that my friends were friends with, you know, because they were friends with him. So I called like 3 of my buddies that I knew were really close with them, and I was like, "Hey man, I have to tell you something. Like you can't tell anybody. I told you, but this is what's happened." And good thing I did because like his family just as soon as they got the body back from the morgue, they went to Salinas, had the funeral there for all his family, and never came back to the rancho. So nobody, like none of our friend group would have even known what happened. to him.
Sure.
He would have just disappeared.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
Jesus.
So that was kind of a crazy scenario. I mean,
That's terrifying.
yeah, I'm sure it would have been in the papers and
Did
people
you
would have
ever
found
get
out.
any famous people?
No.
Oh.
No. Fresno doesn't have shit, you know, but
I was gonna say. For some
People
reason, I
get
thought it was
so
back
weird
in
when people
Missouri.
die, dude. Like
Yeah.
that. Like it like fucking it. They really do.
yeah, it puts a wrench. It makes
Man,
puts a big wrench in the system.
It was a great point, wasn't it?
Beautiful ape.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Oh man. Anyway, I mean that's crazy. I want to talk more about it, but
I mean, I
are
got time. I don't have to.
pretty much.
Bam.
Is someone coming in?
We got some time.
We got some time.
Yeah, I was gonna say I got a hard out at like 5:25.
Okay.
Yeah, let's keep it moving.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was I mean, pretty gnarly. All I have to say, dude, is maybe try. I mean, we did pick up a lot of people that died of like cardiac arrest, so maybe try a salad or something.
Thanks so much. So,
How is your heart, Sam?
I don't know.
You ever checked it?
Nah. Last time I went to the ER for anxiety. How gay is that? I went to the ER for anxiety, and they were like, "Well, your heart is good," and I was like, "Sick."
Hell yeah.
That was a couple years ago. So,
You're like, that's all I need.
yeah, a little bit. I was
Brain's
like,
a little fucked
We're
up.
good.
but
Oh, yeah. Well, they weren't going to give me a CAT scan.
Yeah.
They should have actually. I was there for fucking anxiety.
They should have.
Wow, fuck them. Still build me like
A
3
CAT scan
Gs.
for anxiety? Really?
They
They,
don't
do
slide
that?
you into the big
I don't
metal
think for
machine if you don't have
anxiety.
insurance.
But if I'm having such a severe panic attack that I drive myself to the ER and sit there with like bleeding people and like people who are actually fucked up, because I'm like, oh, I think something's wrong, and they're like, what?
So wait,
I'm like,
you drove?
I don't know.
So a
I'm just
person
really
can
nervous.
I left work and went to the ER
Fuck.
because I thought I was like having like a blood clot in my leg, and it was like calf cramps.
Yeah, maybe try a salad.
It wasn't a blood clot.
Just who cares?
Okay,
I'm
great.
just giving you more
Blood
advice.
clot.
Just telling you what to do. Just do it.
Okay, I can do that.
Me not gonna die today.
You know, lift some weights, eat a salad. You're good.
I agree.
He's been walking. He fucked up his
Ah,
ankle, but he's
jeez.
been walking.
Good. How far do you take from your walks?
I mean, before I sprained my ankle, like it's like 5-6 miles.
Nice.
The weather was nice too, but
Oh yeah.
I think walking is like, bro, I'll be walking until I'm fucking dead. I got to get back in the gym.
Yeah.
That's what makes me feel better. The walk is nice, but it's like I just spent an hour and a half of my time to not really see that many calories burned.
So here's my thing. Why don't you
Like,
just
it's nice
why
for,
don't you
like,
find a
mental
gym
clarity.
that's a decent walk away, walk to the gym, work out, walk home.
I was thinking about doing that.
Eat less.
All right, guys. I think we all know
Caloric-
how to lose weight.
caloric deficit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think,
I wish this episode ended like when I wanted it to.
Yeah, I know.
Not
I know.
gonna lie.
Stop drinking like a Mick asshole.
But that's the most fun.
Yeah, but
That really is the one thing that I would
That's
say
fu-
keep. If you change everything else, you
Keep.
keep that.
Yeah.
lose the Mick
Yeah.
part. But
You're
I mean,
a fun drunk before you fall into a dark hole.
Yeah,
and
but
then
I'm
just
not
start
even.
chicaning everyone around you for no reason because
Yeah.
you think that the world is conspiring against you.
Yeah, but I'm not even.
before that, you're fun as fuck.
I'm not even doing shit like that anymore.
I mean, you don't have to work with Mason anymore, so that's a bonus.
Completely.
Big time.
Yeah, and I have like friends now,
Yeah.
so I'm not always like. If I cross that line of drunkenness,
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, everyone fucking hates me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna freak out.
You should get Matt
But I
Amos
have, like,
hired here.
Oh, dude,
You should get him
Matt
hired here for like 2
Amos
3
would
days a week.
fucking shred
You
here.
should talk to him about it. Just get him over here. Be like, hey, come work at the
And he
club.
looks like he knows karate.
I could try.
He would be very like menacing
Yeah,
visually to people.
everyone would walk in, they'd bow.
Yeah,
That'd be nice.
He could shit bow him. Just
That would fucking rule. Keith Ray has to bow at Amos every time he wants to come in.
oh,
He's
that's
a-
fucking
that would,
Amos
that
is
would
so
send him
funny.
in line.
He's
Amos
so funny.
shreds.
I remember like one of the first times like I talked to him, kind of a thing. And he said he's like, my name is Matthew Amos. It had been a while. Like I hadn't seen him in a while. And he's like, my name is Matthew Amos and I can't eat pussy without a scrunchie.
Mhm.
And I think that joke is hilarious. And I remember going up to him and being like, dude, I think that scrunchy joke is hilarious. He goes, yeah, thanks, man. I'm a hack.
Classic. Oh, I hope I see that guy tonight on my mic, dude. He is such a fucking treat.
he's the best.
He's good.
Well, I mean, yeah, fuck it. Guys, plug what you gotta plug. Ceppaglia. Anything you want to promote, my friend. See you at Mommy Ship.
Mommy Ship. Take the trash out there.
You do it well, though.
You're on regular spots there though, man. You're fucking crushing it.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Proud of you.
Thanks.
Fuck yeah.
Thank you. It's truly a dream come true. I couldn't be happier.
Hell yeah.
But I got other things on my mind than the club. You know, like the club is very nice, but shit's got to kick in gear soon. You know?
For
So,
sure.
Just working on a whole lot of podcasting with Mason. That's all I've really been doing, that and trying to write and do stand up. Like I said, come see me at the Mothership. Check out the High Noon podcast. Nicholas_Ceppaglia on everything. Got little coffee shorts, drinking coffee with Nick. What else I got? I got pictures. I post pictures on Instagram.
If you have anyone near Austin, you have time. You have material.
Yeah.
They can book you
Oh yeah.
because you can do a long amount of time because you've been doing it for a while.
Just book me, guys.
Yeah.
I go anywhere I'm
Pay
booked.
this man.
I don't ask for spots enough, and I hate asking for spots. Because I don't know. I never did that. I would just go to like, I don't know. It's like, because now I spend all my time at the ship. So that's where the only place I really perform, because I'm not out hanging out at other spots anymore, hanging
Yeah.
out
Right.
with friends. And that's how be hanging out with friends. But, oh, you
Feels
want a
weird
guest spot?
DMing people too. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you DM people like, hey man, can I have a spot? And it's like, oh, I feel bad. I haven't really seen or talked to you in a few
Sure.
weeks. Let me just hit you up for a spot. I don't know. I gotta get. I guess it's my own bullshit. I gotta get over.
For sure. But yeah, pay this man. Funny story about that. I told Chris Chan if he didn't book me on his Alamo show, I'd kill myself. And then a week later, Nick Rose killed himself. And I was like, you gonna book me soon or no? He still hasn't. So I'm next, Nick.
Just counting down the days.
You're gonna have to
Bring out the bag.
dust off those corner skills, buddy. I'll see you in Riverside.
I'll wrap you up nicely. I'll wrap it real nice.
You have a new show.
Yeah. So I'm doing a AC2 production show up in Liberty Hill. That's on the 27th. That's gonna fucking rule. If you're around, definitely worth the drive. If you want to come up, those fucking bar shows outside of town are fun as fuck. This is at like a big like beer garden. They're usually a really good time. And then I have a new show called Spaced Out happening at Saturn Bar right here on February 8th is the first one we're going to do. It's going to be a bi-monthly. So definitely check that out. Spaced Out at Saturn Bar in Austin, Texas on Congress Ave. You can get tickets through chadjcomedy.com. The link is in my bio. Fucking come to the show. It's going to be dope. Sam will be
Go
on
to the
it.
show. I'll be on it. Big Sam Hunter on Instagram. I post all my local stuff there. That's also how you can book me if you'd like to. If you're listening to this, you're out of town. February 29th, I'm featuring for Tone Bell at Cap City.
Fuck yeah.
And we might be seeing more dates from around the town.
Are you free on the 8th?
Probably.
Thursday at 8 o'clock. Check it, but you're on if you want to do the show.
Cool.
Fuck yeah. Done.
Guys, lunch?
I'm gonna be headlining Hoogan's.
Oh, Hoogan's is great.
Weekend,
Hoogan's is sick.
and then
Yeah.
I might go to a Taco Cabana the next day. So
Certainly.
if you want to come through that, I'll probably be there.
Are you using your ventriloquist dog? Or
I don't
Is that-
have one. That's a
lean
guy
in.
I saw.
here he comes!
You fucking chuckle fucking fat shit and eat balls.
This is a thing we do.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be playing.
Hey,
I'm gonna.
fuck you, lunch.
You wrote my goddamn name on your uncle.
Your uncle. On your naked uncle.
So yeah, I'll be at Hoogan's. Come on
Hoogan's.
through.
Hoogan's
see
and Taco
him.
Cabana. Justin, anything? You just want this episode to be over?
Oh, yeah.
Bye. Thank you.
Jesus Christ.